Thank you for choosing Stewart Films in your managerial education. My name's Matthew Ely, and you are watching Volume 7 in the ongoing series known as Managing the Manager of the Future. Today's topic will focus on a subject known as self, or social emotional learning. This topic is very important based upon the idea that it will teach you skills and provide you with resources that you may use for the future and beyond.
First off, managers need to keep in mind that when developing social and emotional learning, there are several factors that come into play. These factors will help us define the quality of relationships that will be built when using the SEL method. These values include baseline emotional intelligence, developmental position, group membership, relational processes, human resource systems, and leadership. Now, we will go ahead and take a look at baseline emotional intelligence and the factors that follow.
These factors are the core individual items that lead to social and emotional learning in the workplace. First off, a manager's self-awareness and development of their own emotional intelligence is necessary in order to bring a positive level of development to the workplace. It can simply be put as the ability to perceive and express emotion, assimilate emotion into thought, understand and reason with emotion, and regulate emotion in the self and others. Developmental position refers to a person's associated stance with authority, identity, and competence that influence willingness and capacity to build relationships that generate a strong social and emotional learning. It is suggested that salient group membership, such as race and gender of the individuals involved in the relationship, will affect the development of greater core competencies. For example, by participating in a group containing people from a diverse cultural and racial background, better help can be made to develop social skills and increase self-awareness of biases and personal values and how their opinions of these people may impact their social skills they may have with each other. However, please keep in mind resistance may occur towards the inclusion of diversity in a group due to powerful connotations currently held by society. We assure you that in the future these barriers will be eliminated, but may still pose a problem that will need to be managed for employee success. Relationship processes are routine patterns of behavior that are often conscious and intentional. Some would consider a process like this, such as confirming comprehension and satisfaction at the end of a meeting and looking to highlight factors that may improve the meeting, as something that falls into this category. Although this may seem normative in many group coalitions, it needs to be addressed because it has been isolated as a key factor in making a group successful in promoting emotional and social learning. As discussed in our third video of the Stewart Film series, Managing in the New Millennium, human resources will be a fast-emerging department in modern business that will focus solely on the development and improvement of employees and their employers in the workplace. The focus on managing this relationship will be the responsibility of this department and plays largely into the development of social and emotional learning. Training programs and intercorporate advancement opens up the possibility of building strong relationships that can breed emotional intelligence. Highlighted areas include recruitment and selection, training and development, performance appraisals, and succession planning. The last area of the social and educational learning topic focuses on leadership. Leaders, through their actions and decisions, influence how much the organization's culture and system of rewards and reinforce the SEL. As a result, this influences how individuals take the time to build relationships and reflect on them in order to advance core competencies in the other areas previously discussed. Lastly, we would like to now offer you a scenario to help you develop a greater understanding of what we have discussed. After that, we encourage you to take a second to pause the tape to discuss what skills are being worked on in the example. A senior executive learns through a 360-degree feedback process that many individuals in his organization perceive him as inaccessible and not particularly interested in their development. After considerable discussion with one of his peers, he decides to talk informally with several junior managers to gather information on what he could do to improve his image and role. He learns that the young white males are relatively content with his coaching and availability. It is the women and minority managers who experience more distance and disinterest. One female manager in particular provides specific examples of actions taken and not taken that have undermined his credibility. He actively solicits advice from this manager and suggests they meet again in 6 months to see if whether his actions have become more responsive. Take a second to ask yourself what aspects of social and emotional learning are being used in the example. Slide 14. The factors being worked on by the manager include social awareness, empathy, social skills, key aspects that managers of today and tomorrow will develop. Key aspects that managers of today and tomorrow will need to develop.
Just hearing these theories does not automatically result in a mastery of social and emotional learning. A dedicated understanding to oneself and practical application of these theories is the only way to achieve this goal. I hope that this video will implore you to go further in your understanding of social and emotional learning. We here at Stewart Films thank you for choosing us in your educational needs and hope to provide you and future managers the ability to lead a generation in the future and beyond.